Hello, here we are. I'm going to try and get in some testing for my decks for the Reading Regionals today. Reading Regionals is coming up, not this coming weekend, the following weekend. I'm currently planning on taking Gagarin and Leela. I've gone back and forth a little bit between Titan and Gagarin. But I think I'm settled on the Gagarin just because it just seems like the better match at the minute. Right, we go. Up against Max, so if she's on Ice Destruction, it's not really too big a problem for us. We don't run a lot of ice anyway. I think I'm quite happy with this. It's not the best hand in the world, but starting with the Payball implementation seems good. Arguably, you might want to hang on to the Payball implementation in case Max is running a Hacktivist. Either way, we are going to keep this. So I think, SDS is the only stealable thing here. That's not really too much of a problem unless Max puts a program down. So let's go, I think Paywall, Border Control R&D, take a credit. So what's Max lost there? Patchwork, Sure Gamble, plays a day job, fair enough. So player obviously knows that economy is going to be a thing in this match, which is totally fair. We've got turtlebacks there. I don't know if I want to put the turtlebacks out with nothing to put down, but then I don't really have a lot else to do this turn, so I think let's throw it out and just, if they want to go and spend 5 credits, they can. Dirty Laundry and Paperclips. There's Paperclip in the heap. We've got Peddler out as well. So I don't know, a Max decks at the minute still just stabby Max. If they are, then that's fine. I'm not too fussed about that. We might want to be aware of Stargate, possibly. Stargate is an issue. We don't run a lot of ice, and if they manage to trash what little ice we have and get a Stargate down, then we are in quite big trouble at that point. Data Sucker is fine again. As a judge, I don't really want to put the judge down unless it's relevant. Let's draw and see if we can get 2. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. So let's go Turtlebacks down, res the Turtlebacks, judge down. So we lost 1 credit that turn in net total, but both Turtlebacks are live. Kind of challenges Max to go and deal with them. Probably won't want to leave them out. 10 credits down at the minute. She has got casts. Okay, yeah, so more is definitely a problem for us, and we've seen Hippo, so yes, this is just like stabby Max still, isn't it? More is an issue. Seen the high HPT, that's fine. They know we're on a kill package anyway. Consultant visit is gone, which isn't great, but we're going to lose cards to more. There's nothing we can do at that point. We've already sort of committed to putting servers out. We could try bluffing the SDS, you know. Bluff it as an NGO front. They've got a data sucker out, so they can take it if they go after it. But I am kind of tempted to do it, you know. If they do go for it, it might leave us able to get the hard-hitting news and the HPT kill. So more's a problem, and I think putting this down, rushing it out, if they go and steal it, we may be able to try and get the kill on them. I think that's probably a good play, to be honest, because this is going to be a tough matchup now. They've got the Moor installed. Let's go for it. So let's install that. That gets us 2 credits, which pays for the advances. Let's do that. Pretend it's an NGO. I almost kind of think maybe I prefer if they do go and get it, just because it's going to cost them a bit of money, cost them a credit to get in there. I don't know. I don't think it's the best play in the world, but I don't think it's a bad play. More in general is just a really bad card for us to deal with. I don't mind too much about turning wheel. Sees the HPT, kills off the preemptive. That's the only preemptive we're running as well. Okay, so didn't go for the SDS. We can leave the SDS out, but I mean, we kill a data sucker or we kill just one of their programs that they can just reinstall anyway. So I think we just score it. Let's just get it scored. I mean, this deck can win by scoring out, but it's certainly not what it's supposed to do. There we go, let's do that. Trashing the data sucker really is irrelevant because we're only running 6 ice. We've got 3 tour guides and 3 border controls. None of them are particularly taxing ice on strength, so yeah. Trashing the data sucker is irrelevant, but we trash something regardless. Here we come again. Okay, that's the other SDS gone. The one thing we might want to do is just ice HQ so that if they want to keep getting the more triggers, they've got to go and pay for it. So I think we put the tour guide on HQ next turn. Just means if they want to go and get them more each turn, they're going to have to go into one of the remotes, pay the credit to access the card. So yeah, let's draw for one. Okay, right. Let's put that on HQ. 12 credits. I mean, they're in a good financial place at the minute. So the CU is not the best player right now, probably. I mean, they're ahead of us on credits. If we'd had some commercial bankers ticking up so far in this game, it might be a different situation. But our economy's not really going that well. So yeah, in they come. I think we res this just to add the increased cost, and then we res that. Not resing the judge is a bit of a tell that is either a judge or it's like some very brave. Okay, Amakur on Street Pad that. I mean, it could be an agenda we put down, but yeah, it is not an agenda. That's 3 sub-routines, that's it. Okay, so at least we are taxing their money a little bit there. They've seen the hard-hitting user, and there goes the HPT as well. So we've lost a high-profile target and a consultant visit so far. I don't think this match is going very well. Border control will force them to get out. Yeah, let's just get them to spend some more money. They don't have to get out the paperclip now, actually, because they are on turtle, aren't they? Okay, yeah. It's forcing some more money to be spent. We're going to access 2 cards here. There goes Rashida, that's fine. Okay, so we're going to turn the tech start up into an urban renewal, I think, and just put a bit more pressure on them. Yeah, bankers is an argument, I guess. Let's get the urban renewal. So what I would like is some ice to put on that urban renewal, really, but this is not great. Let's do that. More is a real problem. Maybe more is a reason to consider not playing Gagarin. I don't know. This is actually no. I've come up against one other more deck while I've been testing this actually, so it's not massively all over the place, but it is a card I need to be aware of. Let's fire the Rashida. Right, so the commercial bankers definitely goes down, and we've got 2 HPTs now, so that matters. Let's get down bankers. Let's get down boot camp. Do we want to put the SIU down? And so if we put that down next turn, we can try and trace them. 5 cards. We could get them. So if we could get the trace to fire, we then res the judge, give them another attack to put them on 2. We could then high profile target. It depends if they spend money, basically. Let's put that out and see what happens, because they're going to have to deal with the urban renewal probably. Zoom out a little bit because we are playing the Gagarin game. So actually, if they go and trash this, I mean, that's 4 credits. We'll gain a credit. We're going to get 2 from bankers. We can Yeah, okay, we'll do the maths on it. Yeah, there's the Stargate, so that's a bit of a problem. Although, if they spend enough this turn, maybe we can get it through. Let's see what happens. So yeah, they're going to kill the SDS, I imagine. So there is 6 points in archives now. We might really just want to go for this kill next turn. Yeah. Okay, well, we're going to get another credit from the current. So I wonder if they'll kill both. I think they probably do. I think it's the right move, yeah. Right, so that puts them on 8 credits. They were 5. They were 9 credits. I think we can do this. I think we have to go for it. So let's go for it. Yeah. Oh, I totally forgot to res the SIU because I'm a fool. See if they let us fire it. If they don't, then we'll do it next turn. Do I have to undo turn? Let's do that. There you go. So it puts them back on their last click. I suppose it's my fault for not resing it at the right time because I'm a fool. Opponent isn't doing anything. Ah, there we go, yeah. Right, so let's do this properly this time. Sorry about that. Right. So here we go. We do SIU, so we're going to trace 3. They've got 9 credits and 0 links, so we want to put 7 into that. That'll get them the 1 tag. So we mandatory draw. So we're going to judge high profile target. I put 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we can do that. So let's do that. Let's give them a tag. HPT, that's fine. Yeah, there was no I've had worse. HPT. There we go. Okay, so we managed to get through that. So we've learned that more is a problem. We managed to play around it in that game, but maybe not in the most convincing of fashions. Either way, we did get the win, so that's something. Okay, let's try and get another game going. Let's try one more game with the Corp side quick, and then maybe we'll give Leader a run. So yeah, the Gagarin list I'm building, I'm running, sorry, is the Gagarin net time one here. So this is totally net decked. I'm one of those terrible people that doesn't build their own decks most of the time. Pretty standard Gagarin kill, tax them out of the assets. Yeah, it's fun times for everyone to play against Gagarin. Gagarin's like my favourite ID, Corp ID ever. I've had so much fun playing Gagarin in the past. I've played like loads of kill variants. I played a scoring variant in the past, which is really fun. It's just like my favourite ID, and seeing it back, especially with Employee Strike gone now, it just seems like it's in a pretty good spot. There are some obvious weaknesses. So obviously crowdfunding, you kind of have, if you come up against crowdfunding decks, then you just have to accept that you're giving them the free runs to get their crowdfunding reinstalled all the time. Something you have to deal with. Obviously, more we saw in the last game. That does become relevant. You quite often have to play around that if it's going to be there, I suppose. Both the more games I've actually gone up against so far, I have managed to pull out the win. So maybe more's not too much of a problem. I mean, we could consider, we're only on one preemptive action. If more is really something that worries us, we could drop something to put in another preemptive. I think if I was going to drop something, it might be the maybe an economic warfare. Economic warfare is weird because it's a really good card when it matters, but I think so. I'm on 16 games so far, 114. I think the economic warfare I've only actually played in like 2 of those games, so I don't know if it matters too much to actually keep it. It might be something we could cut. I don't think any of the assets I would get rid of. If anything, I might be tempted to get another urban renewal. Yeah, I could consider dropping the economic warfare, getting 1 more preemptive and 2 more urban renewals, just because that's more assets then to install. Urban renewal is nice because it forces the runner to do stuff. If you can get it behind a tour guide, it's super taxing. It basically means lose 4 cards or pay a load of money to get in. Right, so we've got an opponent. Got a smoke deck. Okay, so going up against Shapers is not something I worry about too much with this deck, I don't think. We mulligan that starting hand for sure, though. So the only real problem I think with Shapers is if they're on misdirection. But I don't think a lot of Shapers seem to have it at the minute. Right, that's not a very good opening hand either. Let's get the boot camp down. R&D is relevant against the Shapers, so let's do that. And I think I might protect the boot camp. There's nothing to hide to protect in HQ. Getting that boot camp means that we can turn it into something better, basically. We can turn it into a bankers or a turtlebacks or something. Yeah, let's protect it. Let's end the turn. Could even use the executive boot camp to just res the tour guide early, but I don't know if I want to telegraph what my ice is really. Right, okay. One thing actually to think with smoke while I'm thinking about it. Speaking of tour guide, if they're on Switchblade, which is the breaker of choice for stealth builds, tour guide's kind of irrelevant, which makes me think that showing it maybe isn't that bad. We're going to res this anyway. I think we might as well use the discount on this to res the tour guide. Might as well use it while it's there. So let's res a card. Let's get our tour guide online for a credit. Commercial bankers group, that's nice. Okay. Oh, even better, turtlebacks. I'm willing to get the 1 turtlebacks trigger just because, yeah. I mean, obviously Runner is in a really good place in the minute there. 17 credits, that is what Peace in Our Time will do. That's fine though, we can tax them out on that money as the game goes on. Smoke does tend to, so film critic doesn't really matter, it helps with SDS, but I mean, our agendas aren't really relevant for the most part. I'm not going to res that board of control. Let's draw. Let's get out another bankers. I really would like to see the current, just to get that down as early as possible. So they're going to go and have a look at that. It'll cost them a credit to get in, another 2 to trash it. I think they definitely do that. They've got all the money in the world at the minute. Yeah, they're going to dirty long drama. See, this is why I would have liked the current, just because at least I could be making money while they were doing this. I think they should probably trash the turtlebacks as well while they've got the time. Okay, tricks to Tucker. So what are we doing here? Let's draw. Let's put down the drudge work. Do I want to put the judge out? Because they have the money to trash stuff. They've shown the willingness to go and trash stuff. So I don't really think I want them to get access on that. Do I want to protect that drudge work though? I think that's probably important. Or do I want to ice HQ? Even HQ naked is fine if we protect the drudge work, because we can just get rid of the agendas we pull. So let's do that. Chase attacker I really like in stealth builds. You do have to be aware of the tag or trash at the end of turn, but that's normally not relevant. Preferably, personally, I like to get it down once I've actually got some programs to use it on, but this is a shaper, so they've got SMC and stuff. I imagine they've probably got access to go and find some stuff if they want it. I think I'm going to use this to res the judge work. Just save the money, keep using that. There's another judge work. Draw. Okay. We're not off to a great start. I'm going to put the second one down. I'll risk it. And so I keep saying the economic warfares weren't relevant when we're between games there, but actually, in a game where the runner's already got 28 credits, they may become relevant. So let's keep it. Let's risk putting the judge out. I mean, 2 consultant visits is probably overkill, but actually, I'm maybe keeping the judge and another piece of time. So, okay, this is a really rich runner. Smoke doesn't spend a lot to run either, so actually, we might be in trouble here. She's already got all the money she's going to want to contest us for the rest of the game. Okay. Let's put Rashida down. I'm tempted to turn this boot camp into an urban renewal, and let's force them to start running. So now we're saying, that's fine. If you don't want to run and make money, that's fine, but we are going to put something down to just put a bit of pressure on. I mean, border control is relatively easy to deal with. Probably on Kuroda, I imagine, the smoke build. I don't think we're going to fire this Rashida. Maybe we do. Oh yeah, we've got the drudge work, so I think maybe we do fire it. Yeah, there's a Kuroda. Trickster Taco is on 3 credits as well. There's no net marker yet, but they've got plenty and plenty of stealth credits. Okay, they're going to go and look at the Rashida. That's fine. Yeah, use other attacker credits just to up the strength from the Crowder. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, so we want to turn that live. None of these other ones matter too much at the minute. Okay, that's good. So let's reveal that and get rid of it. Let's draw a card. Let's put down another judge. So having 2 judges down does mean that if they do find one of them and get rid of it, we've got a backup. Okay, so there's a misdirection in the bin. There's no clone chip. If a clone chip comes down, we need to be aware of that. So they're going to run on the other drudge work, which I think is fine. I'd really like to get another piece of ice this turn, just to, because they're going to have to come in and deal with this border control. One would think. Okay, so yeah, I like the paywall implementation. That's definitely getting played. Do I want to hit both of these economic warfares now and just get them out of my hand? Making them lose 4 credits now isn't all that different from making them lose 4 credits in a few turns' time, right? I mean, they've already got 1 million credits as it is. What am I doing with the clicks if I don't do that? I mean, I can draw and look for something. The only thing I really want if I draw is probably another ice. So finding a tour guide would be nice, but we're talking about, I mean, there's 3 ice left in a 30 card deck, the 1 in 10. So that doesn't seem good. I think I'm just going to fire these economic warfares for what little it was worth. I wasn't really happy with that turn, to be honest, but I don't know. I think we're in a little bit of an awkward spot here. Yeah, so there's a switchblade, which means the tour guides are pretty much irrelevant now. So at least make them pay to get through this. I think we are very much up against it at this point. Yeah, so breaking it for free. They've even got the Ghost Runner credits they can spend if they wanted to for the access and trash, but they're not going to. They're paying with real money. That's fine. Awkward spot. So we've got the two judges. We've got another judge works. We're not really going to land a hard hit and use this turn. What do we want to do? Right, so we've got 4 1-costing cards, and they're going to have Refractor, so that means they're on Kushuk. So let's get that border control and R&D, because we don't want to get hit with the Kushuk. Let's draw. There's an SIU. Yeah, let's do that. If we can just get a credit lead at some point, then we can turn that into a SIU hard hitting news and then follow up with the HPT next turn. We just need to get a credit lead at some point. Which, I mean, okay, right, so there's the clone chip, which means the misdirection is live now, but we do have 2 judges down. We need a bigger credit lead, really, though. Let's draw. Oh, I like the double Rashida. Even tempted, if they spend some money again this turn, I'd be tempted to just fire both Rashidas, I think. Get us 6 credits, get us a load of card draw. Cards aren't too relevant at this point. The misdirection's a problem, but with 2 judges down. Right, so yeah, that's fine, you can have that. Dirty Laundry is annoying because they're going to profit on that run. Actually, no profit like a credit, right. See, I'd be tempted to use some of these Ghost Runner credits for these accesses, I think, but I don't know. Who am I to tell the runner how to play? Yeah, they're going to go in and look at that SIU, which is fine. I was hoping they'll kind of leave it so we could use that first trace to at least just try and get them to spend some of their money to make the hard hit and use easier, but whatever. I mean, we've got a decent credit lead in the minute. Okay, so we're definitely going to fire the Rashida. Right, let's think this through. Right, we have a HPT in hand. We've got 2 consultant visits. We've got Judge on the board. So if we play hard hitting news, we want the credits to stick. I know they can drop the tags, but we have got 2 judges. So let's think this through. I think we install the bankers group to get the turtle backs credit. I think we probably install this to get a turtle backs credit, and then we hard hit in news. Let's go for it and see what happens. So on their turn, they install the misdirection for nothing. We have to res both judges. They can drop 4, spend 4 credits to get rid of their tags. They will still have 2 credits left to go and get both the judges at a total cost of 6. So that's going to cost them 10 credits. And then they ran again, so we can actually hard hit and use them again with the consultant visit. Yeah, okay, let's go for this play. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to have to get this up to 19. So we're putting 15 into this. This is far from a certain kill. I mean, yeah. So let's wait and see if they bring the misdirection straight in. We need to res the judge, but I'd like to wait until they... just to see if they do anything with their other clicks. No, so okay, there's that. So let's res both of those. I don't know about this play. I don't think it's terrible, but I don't think it was the best play we could have done. Yeah, so they're going to go and kill both of those. Which is going to leave them 8 credits, which means they can still fire the misdirection to get rid of the hard-hitting news tags. They're going to kill the other judge? They're waiting. I think they should. Yeah. So if you don't, that seems like the wrong decision. Right, so we're resing this. What are we going to turn the tech startup into? Maybe an SRU, actually. Do we want another SRU? I think we should. I think we want another SRU. I think we want it behind that ice to try and force. Oh, they have to spend money because they're on ghost runners, aren't they? Whatever. Let's do that. I think we credit consulting visit. They're on 11 credits. Let's get rid of this and get the money from the drudge work. So we paid 2 for the consultant visit, another 3 for hard-hitting news. That's 5 credits. We then need to spend 8, so that's 13 credits to get that to land. That doesn't seem great. I think that's our only play. We're never going to win by scoring out versus a smoke deck. So I think we just have to try and do that. So 7 matches, 8 makes it impossible. I think we just do that and we keep trying to take away some of their money. It's not my favourite play. It's definitely not my favourite play. I think we just lost this, to be honest. What could we have done differently? I mean, they started with really strong economy early on. Yeah. So they're going to clear those. That leaves them with 7. So we can't get the SIU to hit. They are running again. I mean, we can actually consult and visit for hard-hitting news again. That could be a thing. We are on 3 hard-hitting news, aren't we? We are. So actually, hitting it the 3rd time, unless they're going to play a short gamblesman here, now does bring their money down significantly. Okay, they're going to try and get in there. I don't think we want to res anything. We want to save our money to try and work out if we're going to get a way to kill them. Anyways, they've got an SSL, that's fine. Right. They're on 5 credits. The problem is they can still clear all those tags with the misdirection. It's almost like we should have kept the economic warfares, isn't it? Yeah, see, if I had an economic warfare in hand now... Should we try and draw for an economic warfare? We're in a bad spot. I do want to hit that hard-hitting news now. If we hit the hard-hitting news, they're just going to go click, click, down to a credit. Click, click, score that. They're on 1 credit at that point. We just refill this. They've used a lot of their big money cards so far, right? 3 short gambles are gone. 3 peace nut times are gone. Their money cards are gone. So maybe we can just then preempt it back in our sort of combo cards to try and get through them again. You know, let's do this. So we're kind of doing this not to kill them as much as we are to just bring their credits down even further and set ourselves up to try and kill them again later on. We can't win by scoring. They can win by Kushukin, but that's just how it works against Shaper. Right, so this turn we're gonna get some money back from that SDS. We're gonna install this and we're gonna recycle. I think we do 3 hard hitting news, right? We've got a HPT in hand. Do we want to go 2 hard hitting news, 1 consultant visit, just so we can find another HPT if we need it at some point? How many judges do we run? 2, so we might want to get a judge back. Maybe we get 1 of each. We definitely want 1 of these. I think we go 2 of these and 1 of them. I think maybe the judge might have been a good play, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we're fighting the misdirection. That's the problem. Let's make them work through the board control. Again, they've got plenty of ways to pay for it, but get it live, I suppose. I mean, the ice is just kind of irrelevant in this matchup. We have so little, and they are smoke. Cost them 3 stealth credits to get in, so they don't even spend any actual money. But we keep making money off of our paywall implementations. That's something. Okay, so no hit there. That's fine. They can come and have a look in here. That's absolutely fine. See your tailbacks. Oh boy, are we about to get? No, they're not playing Apocalypse. Notoriety, yeah, fair play. Okay, so that does mean a 3-pointer wins them the game, but that's, again, that's just what we're doing. That's the play. So let's go. Res tailbacks. New remote. I should have drawn first. Okay. This doesn't seem that relevant. It changes a 3 credit run on R&D to a 4 credit run. Again, they've got so many. I mean, arguably it might make them lose some of their Ghost Runner credits, which means they get less Kushuk hits. Yeah, see if we can do that. I think that's a bad play again. I don't know. We're in a really bad situation just in general in this game. I can be quite defeatist at times. I mean, I've spent most of this game and most of the last one saying we're in a bad situation, and we pulled a win off last time and aren't in a terrible spot, I guess, at the minute. I mean, we kind of just want their economy to stay rubbish, which at the minute it is, so that's fine. Let's draw. This might end up being relevant. Let's get that out. No, we've got to raise the other tailbacks, didn't we? Undo click. Raise the 3rd tailbacks. Install that. Gain a credit. So putting that on R&D makes it a 5 stealth credit run, which means they would have to start losing some of their Ghost Runners. So there's the Refractor. I mean, Refractor is irrelevant in this game. We're on 0 code gates, but it does get them another Kushuk. Yeah, let's do that. So it's a 4 credit run, so they can do 3 off Trickster and 1 off the ID, so that doesn't really cost them anything in the minute. But that will empty Trickster, which means they have to start using Ghost Runner credits on future turns. I mean, we can fire. We could use the border job to end the run, but I'm saving that for a Kushuk. Single accesses are just something we're going to have to risk. I mean, it's like a 1 in 3 now. We've got 5 agendas left in there. There's 6 agendas. So, yeah. So if we actually get some of a tech startup, we are just lowering the agenda density in R&D. We haven't got a way to tutor for Hard hitting news or consulting. What are we putting out with that? Executive bootcamp is all we've got. That was bad play, wasn't it? Well, let's put executive bootcamp in serve one. Let's try and pretend it's relevant somehow. See if they fall for it. Okay, right. This helps. So economic warfare does nothing. So on their turn, they've got 2 credits. They can still just go credit, misdirection. God damn it. Should have brought the judge back, shouldn't we? Is the lesson. Because if that had been a judge, we could now win. Do we want to fire this turn, or do we want to try see if we can get them into a position where we can go economic warfare, hard hitting news next turn? It's one of those weird situations. We want them to end their turn with more money. So if we, in the ideal world where we manage to hit a hard hitting news with them on 0 credits, they can still go credit, clear 2, which means our high profile target only does 4 meat damage. So we need another high profile target as well. Okay, so they've just got money. That's fine. I guess we res that just so they can't use another one if they have it. Didn't expect to see that in smoke. Astrolabe, I mean, you're not going to get the draws from it, but that will help with your Kushuk. Okay, so this helps. So we didn't get a run last turn, though. Right, so we have to survive the Kushuk run, which I assume is coming this turn. We can stop 1 Kushuk. So they have to pay 2 Kushuks. That's going to cost them 4 credits. Oh, actually, do you know what, we're in a good spot here. Actually, I think we are in a good spot, you know. Okay, this is a normal run still. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This will make it 5. 1, 2, 3. So they'll have to take some off some of these. It's not a great res, but I think it's worth it just to try and get rid of some of the Ghost Rider credits. So they have 1 click left. I almost wonder if this is worth firing the border control now. I think it might be. I think this is worth it, because if they go back in, they can't get back in. Yeah, that's fine. I think we might have this. We can get them down to a credit now. They can still drop 3 tags. God, misdirection is good, isn't it? I really, really wish I'd bought a Zealous Judge back. That was really silly of me. Go on, spend a credit. Spend a credit. Just spend any credit. In-store cleanse it. No. So what am I doing? This hard-hitting news. Oh yeah, because we can go consult and visit for the other high-profile target and profile target. Yeah. So let's get the money back from the SSL. Economic warfare. Oh, they didn't make a successful run because we ended it. Fuck. Fuck. That was so stupid. That was really fucking stupid. Ah, oh, damn it. See, this is why we practice games, I guess. Because I think we've just thrown the game. Oh, you idiot. What am I drawing for? Oh, Do we just fire the hard-hitting nukes to get their money down again? But then we need to find the other one. Oh, screw it. Let's just go for it. Gains us more time. This is so bad. Yeah. So we basically screwed ourselves last turn with the border control. Yeah, they totally deserved that win, to be fair. Very well played. Yeah, trashing the border control was obviously a mistake. I don't really know other than that. Around. Yeah, I don't know other than that really what we did wrong or what I did wrong. Let's think that through. So what could we have done differently in that game really? The ice was irrelevant, so I don't think where we put ice or what we did mattered other than that trash. Maybe we should focus on getting the other border. I mean, I put the border control down early to protect that urban renewal. Did that really matter? They broke through it for free. I mean, it only mattered as a gear check, and against smoke, gear checks aren't that relevant with SMCs. Yeah, I think. Yeah, so I think in future the border controls against like a Kushuk smoke build or something, prioritise that on R&D. I mean, yeah, if we'd had more border, like say we'd had 2 border controls on R&D, that's a different game there, right? Okay, lesson learned. Let's try and get Leela game in quick. And then I will probably have to go because my daughter should be waking up any minute now. Let's start this game. Ag Infusion. Ugh. I don't have a good record against Ag Infusion. I don't like starting with Amina, but I do like Gamble, Cast, and Juices. So let's keep that. Getting some breakers early seems good. With this Leela, I like to try and prioritise for my opening hand just economy, and there is economy here, so that's good. Right, so double advance card just to test us immediately. I think we ignore it. We draw 2 cards. We gain 3. We do this. Do I want to get this down now? I can't risk running that with 2 breakers in my hand. I just can't. There's so little in the way of program recursion in this. You have 2 of each, and like that is it. I don't like the idea of losing it, and then we give up an SSL. Yeah, we should have ran that, I guess. I guess you're in like a what's to lose situation. So I'm tempted here to just throw down the class act and take 3 credits. We'll get some filter in our hand. We're set up pretty well for money, and we'll get to choose one of these to get rid of. Ooh, which in this case is probably the casts. Or do we need more draw of the blueberry diesel? Let's keep the casts for money. Diversion's good because they're on 5 credits now, and as long as they don't ice HQ, we can have that. Or they might ice HQ, whatever. So we do this. We do this. We do this. I think we'll put the book goals down. Let's just spend some stuff. We should have saved some of those installs, I guess, but we're going to draw Juice as well next turn. Yeah, actually, credit rather than the book hotel, maybe even a run might have been better. So we're going to do this to draw 2. Class action go to the bottom. So we've got 2 Aminas. Yeah, that doesn't cost too much money. Let's see what's on HQ. That's a Chiashi. Screw that. I don't want to risk R&D because if it's an Amina, what's the worst is? The worst is like DNA tracker. Yeah, let's do it. So if it's a DNA tracker, we can possibly lose both Aminas and then things are bad. Oh, vanilla. Okay, well, that's fine. So we haven't got a trigger for the current this turn, so let's draw for something. Draw for something. Let's put down that just to get the trigger on it. I don't really like using dirty laundry into archives without like a data sucker or something just to make it good. So that's either a 3-2 or it's a Nisei. If it's a Nisei, then we got a problem. We don't want them to get Nisei. So let's draw and see if we can get our inside job perfect. So yeah, I think we will go and have that. Again, something like an Amani is a bit shit, but Nancy, sorry. Corporate sales team, that's fine. Yeah, we'll have that. We'll do that, and then we'll do this what we can. Okay, that was a decent turn. I'm fine with that. Oh, tap or casts. I think I prefer the tap. If Archives is empty next turn, we can double this and run to get 1 crowdfunding. That doesn't seem great. I mean, these make it slightly better value. Okay, so doing that. So I think we want to go for another inside job probably, or we put down one of our Minas. Oh, look at that. That is pretty goddamn jammy. Yeah, we kind of had no right doing that. So let's check HQ, which is risky actually, because if there's a snare. Okay. Do we want to risk another one, or should we? Let's get this down to get the credit to fire off this, and just to get that down, because now I feel less bad about losing the other one. There's a Kuroda, so that is our rig set. Yeah, so next turn we can use like the dirty laundry and another 2 runs of archives, or even elsewhere. I mean, we've got all our breakers and we've got decent economy going now. Celebrity gift. What have you got in hand? Scan over junior token. 3 newer EMPs. Right, that's something to be aware of then. As is the Excalibur, actually, I guess. 2 diversions of funds. I think we go for a diversion of funds. Do we want to get a diversion, or do we want to try and get? I think let's get these pad tabs back. Oh, we can. No, because that leaves us on 2 credits. That are 2 cards, which may leave us open to dying. Yeah, let's just go for the easy runs here, I think. Oh no, let's go there. Let's go in R&D. Only costs us a credit. Oh, that happens. GG. I think we were really lucky there. 2 turns in a row, managing to draw the inside job that we needed to get the agenda was lucky. Better lucky than good, they say, right? Okay, let's try and get one more game in quick then, as that one was pretty quick. One more run of game. Leela, as you can see, I'm going to try a bunch of different Leela decks because I do really like my Leela. And she's just in a really good spot at the minute. Start the game. We're against the outfit, right, so they're trying to kill us. They can be relatively rushy as well with the outfit. So what's our opening hand? I like this actually, yeah. I think that's fine. It's not like the best exciting opening hand of all time, it's pretty damn good. Okay. I want to see what that HQ ice is, I think. Oh no, let's get the money back. Totally forgot to give the old good luck, have fun, which makes me a terrible opponent. Right, so let's draw cards. Oh, I like that. Double pad tap and security testing I'm very happy with. I mean, if they don't ice archives and we just security test and dirty laundry that, yeah, getting rid of the pad taps is definitely the right play. Pad taps are just a really neat card. Okay, so they've protected that, so we'll ignore that for the time being. Choose a secure server. We'll put that on archives for the time being. That's Blueberry Diesel. We would like both of those cards. I think we class act and money. It's going to give us a lot of cards next turn, but it's a lot of options, I suppose, is the way to look at it. Positive thinking. Too big to fail is a good card. You get a load of money. Let's do that. Let's do that. We need to try and get 2 more cards out of our hand, ideally. I want to save this inside job because if we show no breakers, then it incentivizes them to try and rush a agenda out between one ice. So let's put down that. I think maybe we're just going to ditch a card. I think we ditched the corporate grant. They're already on 21 credits. Outfit has got a bunch of ways to make money. They'll be running like hostiles and stuff. So we probably don't need to prioritise the money from that too much. Okay. Put that on archives. Let's draw 2. Let's get rid of the dirty laundry. Let's gain 3. Let's install that and take some money. Let's just look like we can't find our breakers. We've only got 1 in hand, but we do have 2 inside jobs. They're looking to get a ton of money, which leaves us massively open to a hard-hitting news. Oh look, we still can't find our breakers. I don't think this is a terrible start, but I'm also not massively sort of I'm not like in massive celebratory mood. Right. Yeah, we're gonna go and get that. If they do, we're also gonna fire a diversion, so let's go and see. I mean, it might just be an NGO. Even better, they might have a guard in front of it, but they don't. Broad daylight, nice. So let's return that to hand. Let's hit the diversion of funds. And then do we want to dirty laundry them as well? Yeah, because that would get us the 3 successful runs. Oh, we haven't got any crowdfunds, have we? I'm thinking about the last game. But I guess we want to get in there while we can to get us more money. Leaves us on 2 cards. That's fine. Oaktown, nice. R&D or the remote is the question. I think the remote, because we've got another inside job. Normally I would prioritise the R&D probably. With an inside job in hand, we want to try and make it hard for them to get 2 ice on a scoring server. That's fine. We want the Amina, but we want the card draw. We've got to prioritise keeping Amina, haven't we? Okay, I'm actually not feeling too bad about this matchup at this point. So we've got 2 breakers in hand. We have an inside job in hand. Yeah, our economy's in a pretty good spot. We haven't seen any of our crowdfundings yet, but that's fine because we haven't needed them. Because we're like I say, we're on 23 credits without having seen them. Stealing both of those was good. I mean, it could have left us open to a punitive, but we had a good money lead at the time. Okay, so we've got a second ice on there. So just getting in with an inside job isn't going to be a thing. And I think I want the draw. Crowdfunding's so good though. Do I really not want to see crowdfunding for the rest of the game? I've already put 1 diesel on the bottom as well. We want the crowdfunding, don't we? Yeah, okay, that's fine. So there's 2 blueberry diesels at the bottom of our stack, which means we're mostly just going to be doing proper draws or the draws from crowdfunding now. Arguably, I might have wanted to put those crowdfunds down for 2 turns, I guess. But right, okay, so do we want to challenge this? We can put both of those down inside job, and then as long as this isn't a barrier, we're in. I think we do that. No res means it's probably just nothing, right? A roughneck repair squad. Yeah, we'll trash that. Let's keep Beth because we'll likely get 5 quick return that way. I think. And extra clicks are quite handy to have. This has done a neat little bit of work so far. I managed to keep it down for quite a while, especially when I managed to get both those steals. Okay, right. So that tells us that there's got to be a barrier there. Should we go for a steal off R&D? Oh no, because this isn't unresed, is it? So we can't bounce it back. Let's go for the Crota then. No. Let's do that. We'll have to let them have that one, but it's going to let us bounce something back. We're probably going to bounce one of these just to force them to spend some more money if they want to reprotect it. It's only a credit, but every little counts, as this card teaches us. Right, so we're going to get 2 card draws. One of them's going to be filtered as well. We just want to find our Crota because then we're really set. The crowdfunding's better than the corporate grant at this point. But Galta. Let's go for a draw. Hey. So I think we put this down and run R&D 3 times? Let's run R&D first and see if we need the Crota there. No. Roughneck Repair Squad will trash. We'll go back into R&D again. IPO. Let's check what's in archives, because that's also going. Oh no, well, yeah, let's get the security testing credits there. Oh, okay. A trebuchet. Yeah, fair enough. Well, let's deal with it. Should we just bring it down to strength? We've got plenty of these, and we're going to have to get rid of one of these in a second anyway. Break. Break. Gain 2. So it cost us nothing, essentially. Then we're going to put this down. We're going to get the other 2 back. And then emptying that data sucker didn't really matter because we're going to have to trash it in a minute to put this down. Oh, actually, we can put the Paragon down first. Either way, I mean, it cost us no money. We're still in a good spot. We've now got 2 bad pub as well. Actually, considering a few turns ago I was saying I wasn't unhappy, we're not too happy. We're in a really good spot now. Unless they can manage to pull off some really, like, some kind of fast advanced tricks, I think we're kind of fine. Death and taxes, that's fine. Go for it. So let's put that on server 2. Let's not show them the corroder just yet. We'll pretend we still haven't found it. I mean, we're in no need to put it down until we find it, really. Or until we need it. We could consider going for diversion next turn, but I don't think that really matters terribly. Let's take a draw. Put down the other casts. So we want to put down the corroder and run R&D. We've got 2 bad pub, plenty of these. Oh yeah, let's do it. Let's run R&D. Be nice to turn this off. Oh, Dudua. Okay. Well, yeah, you do your encounter thing. Fire the encounter event. Okay. We're willing to keep running here anyway. That's all good. So I think we just want to bring this down. Go on then. 2. Break 3. Lose a credit. We'll continue. Mass bingo, okay, yeah. So it has 2 ender runs on it. That's fine. So match strength. Break. Break. Power on the bottom stack, yes. Access to total move, that's fine. And then, do we just want to draw a card? I mean, we could try and go for server 2, but it seems a bit silly. We're going to draw a lunch of cards next turn, so let's just take credit. We're going to draw 3 cards, one of which is filtered. Might want to fire a diversion next turn. They're on 13 credits. By the time they've res these, it's probably enough to bring them down to 0. Or it depends what they put in here. If they're going to install something, then we might just go for it. Or actually, no, we diversion and then go for it still. It's really weird. Whenever I'm streaming or recording games, I immediately start saying we, when actually it's just me, isn't it? Okay, they don't want that ice in archives. As long as it doesn't go to HQ, I don't really care. Yeah, that's fine. Too big to fail. Yeah, fair enough. I think we just diversion through this. gets us a turning wheel, gets us 2 data suckers. They res some ice, we get some money. Yeah, I just think we're in a really good spot. I don't think it's the best play in the world. Definitely don't think it's a bad play. Free bad pub as well. Don't want to really hammer R&D purely on Adrian's fault. Okay. That's a thing. It's just 1 sub, it's 2 subs. Let's just pay for it. Dial booth, that's fine. Hit me for free, you've done that. Should we bring this down? Yeah, let's break them. Make you lose 1. They only have 3 credits left, which means, I mean, maybe it's not the greatest to take this, but I think we actually do just take them still. No. Because that puts you down to 0. So if we run this, I mean, running R&D is a pain in the arse at the minute. We can run archives now, so that's 6 strength. I don't know. Oh, maybe let's just farm some counters off Hadrian's Wall. And the run. And the run. And the run. Discard that. Oh, hey. My daughter's woken up. Hey, Lizzie. Come here, do you want a cuddle? Hey. Give me a cuddle quick. It's okay. Hey. Hey. Should we just keep farming counters and then go for a deep dig on R&D? I feel like we can probably get the security test in here. Oh, screw it, let's go for that. Let's see. If you want to res ice, my friend, go. Be my guest. We're not going to store many more cards. Corporate grant's probably not great. Let's do that. Let's wait to see if they got to 5 credits. We can just diversion them again next turn. And I think we're just going to keep farming turning wheel counters. Hey, did you have a nice sleep? No. Let Daddy finish this game, and then we'll make some lunch. He's on 6 credits, so that means we are going to go in and diversion him. Yeah, that's fair. They've already gone. I mean, yeah, that game seemed pretty much academic at that point. We had a load of credits. They had pretty much nothing. Yeah, so what was that? 1 win for the Corp deck, 2 wins for the Leela. I think the Leela, I mean, I've not played a lot of games with this action. I've played a bunch of different Leelas. This current one, I've only played 6 games with, but it is 6-0, which is okay. We're on 14-3 with the Garin. The Titan says 2-1. That's only because I reset the stats by accident when I was when I made some changes to the deck. So yeah, that's not actually But I think Titans. I think the Gagarin's better than the Titan. I don't know. The Titan's really quick, obviously, and basically you only really lose by losing the race. But there's plenty of ways to lose the race. The leader I'm really happy with though. 6 wins, 0 losses. It's just a nice deck. I mean, there's nothing that springs out as stuff that I would change. I don't think off the top of my head. It seems good at the minute. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream or the recorded video. I'll be back doing some more Reading Regionals testing anyway in the next few days. Cheers, take care.